Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with today's trading action. All right, now hasn't been much going on in the market through the Asian session, right? Everyone's still watching the developments of dollar yen, right? It's sort of sitting up here. No one really knows what to do with it, right? So the fact that we've got the new prime minister saying they're not going to raise rates as quickly as well as the previous government was, or leader was under pressure to raise rates. So it's like an interest rate cut, right? That's why the yen has fallen and the dollar's up here. Now it's a matter of like, okay, that's out on the table. Now what happens? So the market is a little bit confused. And sort of during the day, Euro was holding in there. Sterling was trading sideways. Aussie had sort of rallied about 20 pips. The Kiwi had done a little bit of work as well. And then all of a sudden, they've dropped 20 points, right? So a little bit of a strange one. I've just had a look through the sort of various breaking news. Couldn't see too much there that was really going to rock the boat, so to speak. And just looking at the US Treasury yields, no movement there. The equity futures are down, right? So that would sort of push, Euro Sterling Aussie down. But these things are down like 5 pips, right? There's been very little activity. We're waiting for the big numbers. So just be aware there's a little bit of pushing around in the market at the moment. Unless I can verify exactly what's driving the Aussie dollar lower, or probably more importantly, it looks like a dollar move, right? Because the dollar is sort of going up. Dollar index is up. Dollar Swiss, well, dollar yen's just sitting up there. Dollar CAD's gone up a little bit, and the dollar block, Euro, Sterling, Aussie, Kiwi, have gone down. Now that's how you know it's a dollar move, right? Because it's impacting everything. Whereas if it was an Aussie move, it'd just be the Aussie, maybe the Kiwi. All right, so that's where we are. Now let's just have a look at where the action's going to be. Sorry, just looking at the data. Trading economics. Someone's forgot to hit the switch here with the clocks. We've got some German factory orders. I'd have a look at those, see what's going on. Halifax house prices, right? They're a big lender in the UK. That'll be quite interesting. And for me, really, the CAD Ivey PMI is the one to be focusing on now. We're going to a whole bunch of Fed cronies coming out talking about. They'll be talking about the dollar or whatever's going on. We'll see what happens there, but it's not a big day for data. So you're really looking at the markets, looking for some flow. If you don't feel like you're seeing it, then just stay out of it, right? The yen crosses, and bear this in mind, put this on your blotter because all the yen crosses are at very unusual levels, right? Like the whole thing is moved as though the dollar yen's going to go to the moon. It's not going to do that, right? There's gaps here that need to be filled. There's no specific time frame for that, but I would be sort of keeping an eye on the yen crosses because they are going to be in play and they're going to be going south, right? Once the market gets a gluttony of dollars, it'll definitely purge to the downside. That's what I'm sort of looking for. So at the moment, there's not much on the radar. If you're having a look at sorry, just coming back to the live signals. If you come down here to the majors, well, we are starting to see things line up, right? We are getting some action here, but there's just no synergy in the market just at the moment, right? So just be aware of that. We are basically on alert because we have got all the majors lined up. They're just not moving as quickly as we'd like, and that's because of the lack of fundamentals at the moment. All right, so make sure you just keep an eye on the signals. They'll tell you what's going on and where to look. And it's been a bit of a shift. I've been saying like get into the euro crosses, get long euro, but euro Swiss bearish. Well, you've got actually euro isn't even up here on the list because it doesn't qualify. Sterling, we're getting a bit of mixed action across the board on the crosses as well. Like sterling up down against the Aussie, up against the Kiwi, and that's probably where some of the things we should be thinking of. Kiwi is still bearish. They're going to be cutting rates while everyone else is on hold, so the Kiwi should go down. It's a matter of timing the entry of the trade. All right, so that's it for me, guys. Have a look at the markets. There's not like I'm not jumping up and down frothing at the moment. I'm waiting for the setups to get going. We're just not seeing it just at the moment. All right. So German numbers next off the block. They'll be coming out in about 30 seconds. All right. Anyway, I'll get this out to you and good luck with your trading. Cheerio.